All right. We're on, man, from our, 2-week hiatus.
Yeah, we were off for 1 week, technically.
Technically 1 week.
Yeah,
but there were several rounds of football that we missed.
Fuck, we missed so much football in that time.
James had to get teeth pulled out of his mouth. That's become problematic. I have to go back and get put under and get it all done again.
Yeah.
Sweet, man.
Yeah. Last week wouldn't have been a good episode had we continued with it.
No, I would have been drooling a lot. Literally, I would have been here like...
Should have done it.
Yeah, here's the thing I want to say about you. Just start passing out on camera.
All right, T's taking over the show. Time to molest James.
Yeah. Well, at least it was on camera.
So you can watch it back later.
I'm gonna watch my Bonnie Blue career. James's bang bus is just me, just doped out and just creeps out like it's ski masks. Damn, James's life's hit a real low.
James is doing it for the kids. It's like Bonnie Blue.
Yeah, he once just wanted to have a nice podcast with his friend where they speak about football.
No.
How life takes a turn.
James is going the Bonnie Blue hoo-ah phase.
Yeah, I'm banned from Bali. Unless I pay a $20 fine.
Not seeing Steve anymore.
Yeah. But if I pay a $20 fine, fuck them, it's principal. I won't pay it.
But where do we start with what we missed out on?
I think we'll start with Europe. We'll go through our...
Europe's a good place to start.
Europe, it's a little bit positive for Liverpool, so that's a nice way for me to start. Before
I'm glad you found it positive.
It's also positive that I'm on a whole bunch of Endone at the moment. So I feel great. My mouth doesn't.
Who played? So, look, we played Atalanta away. We lost 2-1. We were actually up 1-0, and they came back and beat us 2-1. Wasn't good. They dropped us out of the top 8. Or, we were, on the border, and then we lost this, so now we're 13th.
Yeah, it's still doable, though, right? Because anything below 8 to 16th or something...
24. 9 to 24.
Is playoff.
Yeah. Look, I'm not worried about us dropping out of the playoff, but... I think we were discussing it before offline. You want the top 8. You want those 2 games.
A little bit more money. Just the guarantee, less games. No one's played more games now. Considering you pay $100 a year now or some shit.
Yeah, you
Not
play
quite,
up
but
if you played every single game and internationals with a World Cup year, you probably end up playing about 80 games.
It's insane.
In a 52-week year, where
insane,
you only played 9 months out of the year.
I played one 5-a-side game in a week, and
that's it.
Yeah, my knees aren't good.
That's it. That's it for me.
Yeah.
Who else played? You guys played.
We played against Inter, 1-0. I'll take it.
I'll take it.
You got your opinions. You think it's it was a weak ass penalty.
As much as Verts dived like he was in the Olympics,
he was fouled.
Dive. How do you dive forward when you're getting pulled back?
Because he's pulling all of his momentum forward to get to the ball. Then he let go of his shirt, flinging him forward. Don't you know physics, man?
No. Doesn't work that way.
That's how physics works.
Yeah, it's funny I said that because he actually fell backwards and you just made that up.
No. He went forwards.
His
back. He was like this. Like that, trying to get to the ball, man.
Yeah, it's him trying to get to the ball to try to get a goal or an assist, and he still hasn't done it yet.
Listen.
So, he's a diver.
He has assists in the Champions League, thank you, and we're talking Champions League. So you get your facts right. You keep Wirtz's name at your goddamn mouth. I should slap you, Will Smith style.
Dude, yeah, you would be a Will Smith, fucking bitch. But look, to beat Inter away... Very good
to be fair, we were the better team. You can't go and argue and say Inter, could have beaten us. I think they had one opportunity off a free kick that was their best chance. Other than that,
no, Martinez had a good header chance as well, and I think that was pretty much it. I think you guys had the better chance. I think it was pretty even. To be fair, I thought a 0 or draw was the way it was going to go.
That's more because we didn't score. We should have scored more. We didn't. Ekitike was pretty good in the game. He's now decent in the game.
He's now taken that striker's role.
Yeah, I think so. Ishak fucking sucks, man.
Yeah, I think that.
Come on from him. There's arguments to say he doesn't get the service that he requires. And Slot came out after the game and said the same thing. He's like,
game?
After one of the EPL games, and said, we don't have a player like Jacob Ramsey. And I'm like, yeah, wait, am I saying that right? Jacob Ramsey?
Jacob Ramsey
from Newcastle, right? We don't have a player like Jacob Ramsey because obviously Jacob Ramsey the season before gave 13 assists to Ishak. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Right? Because, bro, he's very unselfish. He just he does all the hard work, plays the ball in, Ishak gets a tap in.
So he's saying that your players are selfish?
No, we just don't have a player that's just his role. Like we've got Salah there, right? So Salah's not always just going to give away the ball. He's going to want to try and shoot.
You mean he never gives away the ball?
Well, sometimes he does. He got a lot of assists last year. He seems to have an issue with giving the ball to Wirtz this year.
I think it's because he knows like that's the next number one in your team, and he doesn't want to give up the spot yet. It's very selfish.
Well, we'll get into that with the EPL games and what's occurred there with his little dummy spit.
Tottenham played Slavia Prague, 3-0 win.
I think Xavi Simon's got his first goal.
Xavi Simon got an assist and a goal.
Yeah.
So look, good for him. Everyone was ragging on him, but he came out it's Slavia Prague, but still, you got to do it.
They should beat them, especially at home.
Yep.
And they did. But again, it's a positive direction for Tottenham to move
until the EPL games, which we will get into. Leverkusen drew with Newcastle. Leverkusen are at home. Not a bad draw for Newcastle.
No, I think Newcastle's doing okay in the Champions League.
They were more like great at home, terrible away. But now they seem to be fixing that form where they're getting better away from home.
Yeah, I think from an attacking aspect, Newcastle's found their feet. I think defensively they're still a bit iffy.
Yeah, I think they lack depth, especially in the centre backs.
Yeah, well,
obviously, and also Pope being out does hurt. You got to put Ramsdale in there. Don't get me wrong, Ramsdale's a good.
Dude, Ramsdale's a good keeper.
He's a good keeper, but
at one point they were tipping him to be the next England keeper and do all that. And then
Pope's the number two in England.
Then he got kicked out of Arsenal and ended up with two teams back-to-back relegations. But
it kind of hurts your international aspirations.
But it wasn't his fault they got relegated. If anything, he was the best aspect of those teams.
He conceded those goals, though. Look, Newcastle get the away draw. Especially Leverkusen have done a lot better since Ten Hag got sacked about 3 months ago.
Definitely wasn't hard to improve.
So they've done well. The big game was Real Madrid City. City won 2-1 away.
I think the pod before these games, they were saying Xabi Alonso loses at home to City and potential sacking.
Yeah, didn't happen.
Didn't happen. And of course it doesn't happen. That's insane, right? Because apparently a lot of players trying to rise up against him.
Yes.
But watching the game, it just seems like the players' heads aren't in the game. Because they're not getting destroyed by teams.
Real Madrid?
Yeah.
Look, in this game, they were missing 7 starters. They were missing a lot of players. Mbappe didn't start. He actually didn't come off the bench because he was injured.
Tell me, look at their lineups.
So they have Valverde, Asensio, Rudiger, and Carreras, right? None of them start in those positions.
Yeah, you've got Valverde playing at right back,
which he doesn't do, and they got Ceballos, Tchouaméni, Bellingham. Now Tchouaméni probably starts. Bellingham definitely starts. Then they had Rodrigo Garcia as your striker and Vinny Jr. Vinny Jr. starts. Rodrigo doesn't start.
No.
So out of those teams, out of that team, Courtois, Bellingham, Jr. are all guaranteed starters, and Tchouaméni is a maybe starter. Valverde is a starter, but not in that position. So look, I think Man City got him at a good time. It was totally injured. The whole back line for Real Madrid was injured.
No, look, I just think it's a tough critic to go and say to Xabi Alonso, first year with this team, the expectations are win everything.
Yeah, win the Champions League and La Liga.
Win everything. You're not first in everything.
Don't lose a game.
Suck. And I'm like, I'm pretty sure Ancelotti didn't walk into the team and just start winning, right? Like, there's a...
I'm just trying to think.
Like Zidane did. Zidane did, but again, Zidane picked up a mature team that is used to winning.
Well, that was Ancelotti's team.
Yeah.
He just continued, because Zidane was Ancelotti's assistant.
Yeah.
So he just continued on what Ancelotti did.
It's an easy, but Xabi's coming in where it's a whole change in regime, right? Yeah. And he has his own ideas, and these players that are used to the positions they're in aren't guaranteed their positions. So they're going and fucking spitting the dummy.
I did watch a video. Now, I don't remember who the player was, but they were talking about how Real Madrid, every successful manager at Real Madrid has always been more of a man manager than a tactician, right? I was talking about how Rafa Benitez and the Italian, there was this Italian guy, not Lippi, there was someone else, and Alonso are more tacticians than man managers, right? And the other guys that tried weren't successful. Whereas you look at the successful ones, it's more Mourinho, Ancelotti, Zidane, and who was...
Well, they're essentially just putting out the best players in the team and then just going to them, we want you to do your thing.
Yes, do your thing.
Alonso's saying, I want to use you as chess pieces, right?
Correct,
Because he comes from that Pep style of football.
Correct, yeah. He's taken ideas from Ancelotti, Pep, Rafa, Jose. So he's picked the brains of the best managers in recent times, especially. And he's trying to put his mark on it. It's just, if we're going off that video, it doesn't heed well for him. But I think he's going to be a top manager at some. If not at Real Madrid, he'll be a top manager somewhere. So whether he's successful at Real Madrid or not will be up to the board if they want to keep him. If they keep him on,
again, it's how the board treats players versus managers there. And historically, they back their players more than their managers.
They do back. Well, they're the ones that make the money, right? You look at when they had the Galacticos, they made so much money off just T-shirt sales. You back the players, and instead of you could just put any manager there. That's their idea behind it.
I get the mentality for it, but at what point? Like, right, if you're going to just let Vinny Jr. go around going, one, I should win the Ballon d'Or. I disagree. Two, I don't like how this manager doesn't play me every position that I want to play in. Well,
I want to play 90 minutes of every game that I want to play in.
Yeah.
You're a dick.
Yeah. Well, I haven't scored in 4 games, but
put me in, coach.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It's don't know.
But look, Man City beat Real Madrid, which pretty much solidifies Man City in the top 8.
Almost.
Okay.
Well, because there's two games to go. Oh, well, sorry. Last game was Arsenal. They won 3-0 Club Brugge.
Against Club Brugge 3-0, right?
They should win.
We'll go to the ladder.
So let me zoom in a bit here.
Yeah, put it on.
And I'll work it up. So, oh, let's get this on. Why the fuck's this not working, man? So obviously Arsenal first.
Yeah, 6 from 6.
6 from 6.
Conceded 1 goal.
Yeah,
which was against a 17-year-old.
2 games to go. Yeah. Lesser teams, I think they'll most likely go through it first.
Well, technically they
have something to do with it.
I don't know if it goes off head-to-head or goal difference, but
it'll go goal difference
then head-to-head
first, then head-to-head.
Yeah, so Arsenal, even if they lose 1 game, they would still finish first.
Well, they also have to lose that game 5-0.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Yeah.
So I think that they'll come first. Bayern second. I think they're the 2 best teams in the Champions League at the moment. PSG third. You got Man City at 4th. Now, pretty much anyone from 3rd down, it could all change.
Yeah, because the difference between
it's 1 point difference between us at 9th.
Well, you look at 3rd to 15th. It's a 3-point difference.
Yeah.
Right. So you got So if we go in order, you got PSG, City, Atalanta, Inter, Real Madrid, Atletico. Right. That's the top 8 at the moment. Then you got Livo, Dortmund, Tottenham, Newcastle, Chelsea, Sporting, Barca. Right. So there's a lot of big teams in there. 1 loss could totally fuck you up. And that's what happened to us.
100%. Well, I see.
We were hovering about 8th, 9th, or 10th, and we lost and we dropped 3 places.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
all it takes.
The loss against PSV was terrible for us.
That hurt, eh?
Right? Well, I mean, if we don't lose against PSV, we get that win there, we sit up at 3rd.
Even if you get a draw out of it.
Even if we get a draw out of it, we
put you to 13, you'll be 6th.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah. They're the games. That's why winning as many games as possible in the Champions League is so important.
The advantage for Liverpool specifically is Inter have hard games as their last 2 games.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Atalanta's pretty easy, to be fair. I think that they'll probably get 2 wins out of those. So I think the advantage is the realism for Liverpool is we have to win our last 2 games.
What about the Madrid? Who have they got? You want to just quickly swap over?
Let's have a gaze.
So Real Madrid, look, Man City's pretty much they got an easy run, but we got Atletico play Galatasaray away. Not easy.
No,
right?
Not
Galatasaray in Turkey is fucking hard. And then who's the other one? Real Madrid.
Real Madrid have.
Where the hell are they? Oh, they got Monaco at home.
No, not easy. Paul Pogba could pull some shit out.
Yeah, look, they should win, depending on how many players they get back. But, we'll see how that game goes. And then the last game, so we've got Atletico play Bodo Glimt. They should win that. They should definitely win that.
Real Madrid got Benfica away.
That's Jose Mourinho.
Oh, yeah.
He could be on a mission to fuck them up.
He could try.
Actually, I want to see what Benfica is. It's Benfica.
Benfica's down the
25th.
bottom. Yeah. They're out of that. Well,
Not out.
They do need a win. They need a win to try and stay in it. So I think he's going to throw everything at it.
Yeah, exactly.
I think if he wins the next game.
So I want to see who Benfica play in round 7. Sorry. I just want to see. I want to see Jose's run. Oh, here we go. Juve away. Not good.
Yeah, no. It's not looking good, bruv.
Juve away, and then you got Real Madrid at home. Fuck.
Yeah, it's not looking good for him.
No.
I think, look, the hopefulness is to try and sneak into the top 8 is win both your last games.
That's
right?
it, yeah.
For you guys and for us is we need to win the last 2.
Yeah,
so,
we got Paphos at home, so we should win that one.
We've got Marseille away, not easy.
Not easy. Marseille.
Not easy. Aubameyang.
Greenwood.
Ooh.
Yeah, killing it.
Yeah, Greenwood. That's not going to be easy. I've always said I'd love him at Liverpool.
Yeah. And then we've got Napoli away. Not easy.
No.
Not an easy game. And I think by that time, I think De Bruyne might be back as well.
To be fair, one point I'll make is Liverpool is playing better away than they are at home at the moment.
Yeah, which is insane.
It's fucking crazy considering our home record under Klopp was like impenetrable, right? We actually, here's a crazy stat, and it has nothing to do with fucking Champions League. Man U came out with a stat after the last game in the EPL saying Man U has an undefeated record for 100 games at home when they've led at halftime. I'm like, what a ridiculous stat. It's like he's really good at driving if it's on a road with no other cars. Okay.
Nah, look, I get it. I get what they're trying to get at. Like, once we go ahead at home, we
they don't lose.
They don't lose, right? No, okay, that's cool. That's cool. But you got to get to that stage.
Yeah, but that's what I mean. How many times have they been behind?
Yeah, plenty of times.
Yeah, that's what I mean. So I'm just like,
lately.
so it's like, oh, okay. Well, how many times when they've been at home? All right, it's 10 games when they've been like, well, the fuck.
So yeah, look, that's Champions League at the moment.
Well, I mean, we've also got to wait until I think it's the 21st of January until the next games happen. So a whole New Year's and Christmas will pass before.
There could be a lot happening because obviously
there could be a million injuries. January transfer window, a million injuries. Anything could be happening.
Form could dip. Form could explode.
Let's hope Liverpool's form does not dip any further. Because
look, as long
the
as
podcast may abruptly end because James has run a hot bath.
Big rage quit.
Yeah. It's just no. The next pod is just me dangling in the background.
Just some feet.
Yeah.
Or it's James, you there? Running water.
Yeah. Yeah. Where's the toaster?
But look, while we're on Europe, we'll do a quick Europa and Conference League. So look, 3 teams played. Forest played FC Utrecht. They won 2-1 away. Villa played Basel away. They won 2-1. And in the Conference League, Palace played Shelbourne. Not the Aussie Shelbourne. There is a club in...
I had my 21st birthday.
There's a club in Ireland called Shelbourne. Never heard of them before.
What if it's as crap as the Shelbourne in Sydney?
Probably, man. And they won 3-0. Okay, so look, all English teams doing well on all fronts at the moment. Now, we're going to get into Premier League.
Yeah.
All right, we've got 3 fat rounds to get through.
Well, we got. I mean, look, we'll run through the last 2 rounds pretty quickly. I think just kind of give the highlights on where the league's at the moment, because I think part of this is looking at the worrisome fans of Arsenal now.
Oh, they're starting to feel a bit of anxiety. I think they're getting a bit of anxiety.
I've noticed the hope in their voices have started to be crushed.
And now it's, Man City's always going to win.
Yeah, Man City's always a contender. We can never cancel out Man City. I always said this.
Look, round 14, you actually equalised on me. So you got 5. I got 2.
Yeah, dude, it was a good round for me.
It was just fucking terrible. But let's go into round 14. So... Man City was the first game. We both picked Man City.
This was a crazy game, though.
5-4.
5-4 crazy game.
Cracker game. I think Man City were up 5-1. At one stage.
And Fulham just went bang, bang,
and
bang.
Fulham was like, we're not giving up without a fight, and just went 3 goals back to back, which was hectic. But yeah, Man City end up holding out in the end to win 5-4. Next game was Bournemouth-Everton. We both got this wrong. Both picked Bournemouth. Everton winning away.
That was a strange one.
Yeah.
Look, Everton's form this season is very up and down. It's not even the right word, up and down. I think they're consistent, but it's just some games they pull out. Like there's probably 3 players in the Everton team that are pulling out the tricks for him, right? You got Grealish on occasion. I think he's died off a little bit since he started.
He started off like a fucking house on fire. Now he's kind of gone back to being more Jack Grealish, where he's in and out.
Yeah. Then you've got Njai, who's I think pretty consistent.
He's a threat. He's always a threat. Yeah.
And then you got Drewsbury Hall,
and
who's again been consistent.
Drewsbury Hall, I think, was a great fucking buy for Everton. I think he's a really good player.
No, I agree.
He fits in that system really well. But look, to be fair, Jack Grealish did score the winner in that game.
Yeah, no, look, but again, this is why I think those three players are the players that are going to come up trumps and perform something.
Yep.
And
look, to be fair, before the round that we just had, Everton was 6th, I think. So David Moyes is doing something right there. And I will say,
this is what I find so interesting, right? Like, for the last kind of 2-3 seasons, it's all been passing from the back, tiki-taka. You've got to, build the play up, do all this. David Moyes comes into a struggling Everton team and goes, all right, we're going to play some old school football. Like I used to when I was at Everton. And
with Tim Cahill.
They're now performing at the level that they used to when he was at Everton.
He was always on the cusp of Champions League.
Yeah, he was always on that cusp of the top 4, top 6.
Top 6, yeah. Right? One year he'd be really close. One year he'd just look like 10th.
That's what I mean. So like he'll get into 7th, 10th to 7th.
Yeah.
Right. And then if he had a really good year, he'd finish 5th or 6th.
Yeah. So he'd be in Europa League.
Yeah. And then they were like, can they make top 4? And then they just a couple of losses here and there. It means they don't get it. But now he's brought them back to that level.
Yep.
And you've got there's talent playing in it. So I mean, prove a point.
The next game was Newcastle Tottenham. We both got this one wrong. We both picked Newcastle. And to be fair, we probably should have got it, but fucking Romero decides to... No, not Romero. What's his fucking...
Van Ven?
No, the other centre-back.
For
Tottenham. Romero, isn't it? Yeah.
Romero. Van Ven, yeah.
Sorry, Romero.
There's only 2.
Yeah, sorry. Romero scores a double with one being my goal of the week, the scissor kick.
Yes.
In injury time. You're going, fucking hell, man. Are you kidding?
Well, this is the thing. Tottenham keep getting saved by their centre-backs.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
It's crazy that their centre-backs are doing literally everything.
Yeah, well, again, this is why they go, they've got the best centre-back pairing, right? No, I think it's just on ratings because they've got to score the goals to win them the games. They're still conceding.
Yeah, still conceding heaps of goals.
I mean, I'll say this for literally every round we go into, why the fuck would they sack Ange? It makes no fucking sense. They're so much worse today than they were with Ange, and Ange would have gotten better.
Yeah, I feel like he would have gotten better because it would have had the same tactics with the same players.
Also,
and
Ange's excuses at one stage had 11 injuries. At once.
Yeah.
Not like and they weren't just like, all right, they're out for a week. We just got to get through this week. They were out like Archie Gray or whatever.
Gray,
had to play every game.
Yeah, he was playing centre back
every game.
Yeah,
and he was still managing some wins.
Yeah.
Whereas Thomas Frank can't do it.
No, I will say that Thomas Frank is missing a few players, but like they're no one massive, right? So you got like Dragusin, who fucking sucked. Then you had Udogi, but they can cover him.
Yeah.
They got Takai, I don't know who the fuck that is. Bissouma and James Maddison. Look, James Maddison's a massive loss.
Yeah, but again, he's always injured.
He's always injured. He's just always injured, that guy. And then you got Solanke out, who again is a big loss, and Kulusevski, who is a big loss.
Kulusevski's probably the biggest loss on that list other than James Maddison.
Yeah, I think Maddison, Kulusevski are big losses. They're part of the engine room. I think Solanke being out isn't the worst.
They brought Kudus in, and he can play in Kulusevski's spot.
Yeah, and they brought in Kolo Muani for striker. So that's why I'm like, Solanke isn't like...
it's a big loss in the sense he's their big player, but they have backup for him.
They got backup, yeah.
When Ange was losing, they didn't have those backups.
His backups were getting injured.
Yeah. That's what I mean.
Yeah.
It's just like, okay, all right, so I've lost my 2 centre backs. Yep. I've lost my backup centre back.
He lost his keeper.
He lost his keeper.
Yep.
Right? So I'm like, all right, so you've lost pretty much your whole defensive line.
He lost everyone. Yeah.
Your whole defensive line is gone.
Yep.
Right? Then he lost his striker. Mm-hmm. So I'm like, all right, so I can't stop goals and I can't score goals. And he didn't have backup for him. Now, Thomas Frank has the money spent, so he has the backup. And I'm like, dude, Ange, they did him dirty.
They did do him dirty. I think this is justification that what he did to that team last year. I know they finished, 16th last year? But winning a trophy with that team was a massive achievement.
Huge.
Yeah.
And it's a trophy they haven't won in 25? They haven't won a trophy in... No,
they won a trophy in... They won in 2010, the League Cup. Yeah. But they hadn't won in Europe for 25, 30 years, something like that.
Fucking insane.
Yeah. The next game I've got is Brighton Aston Villa. Now, I picked a draw in that one. You picked Villa, which is the win. They won 4-3 though.
Yeah.
It was. I think Villa again were up big, and then what's his name? Brighton came back. No, sorry, that's wrong.
No. So Brighton opened the score.
That's right. They were up 2-0.
Brighton opened the score. Then you had Ollie Watkins. He got a bloody double.
He's starting to score now, Ollie Watkins.
Yeah. Well, he's starting.
It took him 15 weeks.
He should. I mean, he's getting older, dude. I think we've been pretty harsh on poor Ollie. No.
Ollie Watkins is 29. He's in the prime of his career.
Yeah, that's fair. Fair statement. I always assumed he's older. He's like that English guy.
Because he's been playing for since he was like 18 or something. Like, you've known him since he was like 18. But look, they end up winning 4-3. The next game was Arsenal. They won 2-0 against Brentford, which I think was pretty straightforward from what I remember.
Yeah, I mean, look, it's an Arsenal defensive performance, right? Like, they didn't give many chances away to Brentford, didn't they? They scored pretty late.
Yeah, Saka scored in the 91st minute. So Marino
they scored in the 11th. There was not much back and forth. Then Saka killed it in the 90th.
Look, Brentford had 0 shots on target, which is starting to become a bit of a trend for Arsenal, where their opposition is not having shots on target.
Well, I mean, you win leagues with a strong defense.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah, definitely.
I mean, you guys proved that, right?
Yep.
I think even when we've won our latest 2 leagues, defensively we're very strong.
Yeah, you have to. You have to be. You can't be winning leagues conceding, 50 goals.
No, of course not.
Yeah.
You can't. You got to be conceding less than a goal a game.
Correct.
Essentially, right?
Correct.
Because against these smaller teams, you've got to be able to be resilient. Because a lot of times, like fucking, Slot's a million excuses. It's a low block, and it's how they're going to play against you.
Yeah.
That's it.
Next game is Burnley Palace. Look, I picked a draw in that one, and you picked Palace, and Palace ended up winning 1-0. I think it was a Munoz goal.
Yeah. Palace. I mean, so Burnley at home is not an easy team to break down.
No.
They are the professionals at the low block. I think they've also got a very skinny stadium.
Yeah, they do. Yeah, they did that. They pulled that against was it Arsenal or someone? Or was it you guys?
They brought the banners
signs.
in, so no one could do long throws.
Correct. Yeah. Crazy. The next game was Wolves Forest. Now, I went full retard on this one and ended up picking Wolves because I'm like, they have to win at some stage.
No, they don't.
Wrong, bro.
Yeah.
So wrong.
Yeah, they don't.
They are still on 2 points after 16 weeks.
I think this is the longest streak without a win in Premier League history.
They are on track to beat Derby's record for the lowest amount of points.
You know who's burning Strand Larson, bro? Because
didn't he just come in? No, that was last year.
No, they would. He had offers to leave.
Yeah,
and was like, no. We need you, man. Shane Larson's like, fuck.
He's like, look, we sold everybody else. We sold Neto, we sold Cunha, we sold fucking everybody. You have to stay.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Next game was your game.
Liverpool, Sunderland.
Look, we both picked Livo on that one. Ended up being a draw.
I think. One, we were lucky to get away with a draw on this one. Chiesa saved our ass right at the end of the game.
Oh, 92nd minute,
right,
I don't know what your whole defense was just up.
Well, up trying to win the game.
And Chiesa rushing back is a big hustle move.
Our team, we don't look like we're scoring.
No.
We will dominate games and we have the ball a lot and we're going around, but we don't look like we're going to score goals.
I feel like it's always just long shots.
Well, that's the thing. We're not breaking the defense down. And look, whatever the fucking argument is, they have a low block. They got 10 men behind the ball. It's like, cool. It's not going to change.
So exactly right.
It's like those guys where they used to play at a good level. Now they play Sunday League and they go and say, look, I'm just used to a lot of options running around me. And you're like, yeah, well, you don't have that anymore.
Yeah, well,
so do we just lose? Is that what you're saying? We'll just lose. It's like the critique of Amarim when he first started at Man U, and everyone just went, change your style. It's clearly not working. You should try and win games. And then then all of a sudden, a bit of this season, they're like, see, trust the process.
Trust the process.
Yeah, we'll see what they did for these last 3 games. But I think we're pretty lucky to get away with the draw in this one.
Sunderland, very surprising team at the moment. I think they're coming.
To be fair, you look at their team on paper, right?
Sunderland's
and it's
coming
not
8th.
And it's not surprising. They bought well.
They did buy well.
They bought in Xhaka, which I think is probably the best buy that they bought in. Then they've got that Mukiele guy, who's a great player. Then they've got the 2 strikers up front, who are also is a Brobbey
and Lefay.
And Lefay up front. Both fantastic players.
Yeah.
So
I think they are going to be in a bit of trouble. Wait, is it them? Yeah, I think Sunderland's going to be in a bit of trouble. I think they've got a lot of players going to AFCON. So we're going to see. This is going to be their big test.
Yes.
This will be their test.
But again, they've put themselves in a nice position that if they end up losing a few games, it's not going to be detrimental to their season from a staying in the Premier League standpoint.
Yeah, I mean, they're 8th at the moment, so they're doing really well. Next game is my game, Leeds Chelsea. We went full retard in this game. And look, I think this came down to, look, we lost 3-1 to Leeds away. Not the result you want, obviously, if you want to be competing. But this came down to Maresca's lineup. Everyone knows that Tosin is probably the worst defender that we have. And he started him with, I think it was Badiashile.
That's probably your worst pairing.
Yeah, that is our worst pairing, right? And you just go, well, that's just not going to work. And it didn't work. We got absolutely outrun.
But what's the reasoning behind that? Were you trying to rest some players?
He's resting players, right? So Fofana doesn't play every game, right, because of his injury history. So he's putting him on ice. Chalobah has played every game, and he actually played him at right back. So this is where...
To be fair, Chalobah's what, 23?
Chalobah can play, right? But this is the part that confused me, is he started... His backline was Kukurea, Tosin, Badiashile, and Chalobah at right back. And I'm like, you have Gusto and Reece James as your right back. Play one of them. But he didn't.
Yeah.
It didn't make sense.
I think he underestimated Leeds.
I do as well. I think that, but if you look at Leeds' history at that point, they had scored against, I think it was City. Let me have a look. Sorry. Because they had some games and they scored and they nearly beat some teams as well. So they drew with you guys after. Well, we'll talk about that. But they played City away, lost 3-2. They played Villa at home, lost 2-1. Played Forest away, lost 3-1. Right, so they're scoring. Right? But they were competitive.
They're competitive in every game.
Correct. Yeah, and then we'll get into the game against you guys next. But they have been competitive, and I think you're right. I think Maresca underestimated how competitive Leeds actually are, and we paid for it. We suffered so hard in this game. It was so hard to watch. There was no real highlights on our side.
Well, I think one that they were saving players, one for the Champions League games coming up.
Yes.
And then also there was another round 2 days later that you had to play.
So we had
Champions League plus then another round after that.
Correct. Yeah. So we had this game. Then we had
the weekend game.
The weekend.
Then you had Champions League.
Well, no, this is the weekend game. Then it was Champions League. 10th of December, yeah.
Yeah, so you had round 14, Champions League, you had round 15,
yep.
Champions League, then round 16.
And then we had round 17.
17's coming up.
17's coming up, right, yeah. And then we had Carabao Cup today as well.
Yeah, that's right. You're still in the Carabao Cup.
Yeah, so we've been playing 2 games a week for 3 weeks straight now. Right, so he was resting players up. And look, it's unfortunate, but I will give a shout out to Calvert-Lewin.
He's in form now.
He has scored, look, at this stage, it was 2 in a row. Just so you know, spoiler, he scored now 4 in a row. Mm-hmm. So he is scoring now. So
I got the benefit. I put him on a champion. I put him on a fucking fantasy team. Yes. It's like the one good move I fucking made this year. Seriously.
And then the last game of the round was Man U West Ham. Somehow West Ham pulled out a draw.
West Ham have been shocking.
They've been so bad, but they pulled out a draw right at the end. And yeah, look, they get a point.
Yeah, but to be fair, it's not like Man U were that much better than them.
No, now look, Man U, I think at this stage they had conceded, I think it's 5 games in a row. They can't keep a clean sheet.
No, but we always knew that, right? Like you look at their back line.
They bought that Lemon.
Yeah,
thinking he's going to be like...
I get it. Like bringing in a good keeper helps your back line.
Yeah.
But that's if you bring in a very strong centre back that works well with them, right? Like
they didn't bring anyone in.
Yeah, that's what I mean. When we brought in Alisson, we had Van Dijk too, right? Yep. And we spent big money on it, and you saw the impact that made almost immediately because they communicate well with each other. Van Dijk can trust the person behind him, but the keeper can't trust the people in front of him. Right, so you're going to bring in a quality keeper, and it's like, well, we'll keep, our same backline of fucking De Ligt,
Euro,
Harry Maguire, in Euro. I don't mind Euro.
They're starting Luke Shaw more at centre back now.
That's insane. The bloke couldn't play fucking right back.
No, he's playing centre back.
Yeah, dude, it's little fatty babaddy, bro.
All right, so that was
That was match day
week
14.
14, all right?
Now we're up to 15.
Now 15.
Which was played 2 days.
Yeah, now 15.
Later.
You got 7. I got 6. So that put you ahead.
That put me ahead by 1, baby.
By 1, yep. So if we go through round week 15, the first game I got is Villa Arsenal. Now, we both picked a draw, which should have happened.
Dude.
But who scored the final goal? Was it?
The
what was his
7
name?
days. Buendia?
Yeah, Buendia.
Buendia got the final goal.
95th minute, like literally the last kick of the game. They just, like, Arsenal just couldn't get rid of the ball.
No, and I have found that is, I think, Arsenal's issues that they've had defensively, right? They're very strong defensively. Don't get me wrong. If I had to critique, that's what I'm saying. If I'm being critical of it, they can't get rid of the scraps. So if the ball's just bobbling around the box and there's not much options for them, they cannot get rid of it.
Well,
They struggle with the clearance.
what I got from this game is Villa's midfield play is next level. I would put it as the best midfield players, like the way they play together, it's the best in the league. They tore straight through Arsenal's midfield every time. Arsenal were, in my opinion, look, Villa deserved to win. Villa started well, then Arsenal came back, then Villa scored, and then Arsenal came back. And
I think, like, you correct me if I'm wrong. I think what you're trying to say is I think Villa's game plan towards the game was more effective than what Arsenal's was. I think Arsenal's were very timid in the game, right? They weren't taking the risks.
It came in patches because there were periods there where Villa made Arsenal look like a fucking bottom 10 team, right? But then Arsenal's class came through and you could see the two teams going at it.
The class only comes in certain areas on the pitch, right? So, like, I think while Saka's stats aren't there from, like, the perspective of how highly they rate him, from an influence in the game standpoint, right? It's the same thing I say about Wirtz. He's influencing the game when he gets the ball and he penetrates and he takes runs on players. He creates threats on the pitch.
Yeah.
Right. So that the outlets of when Saka gets some space, they're threatening.
Yeah.
Right. But I think if you're able to close him out, they don't have a lot of options to it. Like Trossard, good player, gets goals.
Trossard
gets
has been probably the most consistent attacker.
From a goals and assists standpoint, I agree.
And not bad for someone for 20 mil.
Yeah, 100%. But from like how much impact does he have in the game? It's not a lot.
It's not a lot of impact, but yeah, from goals and assists point of view.
But he's finishing.
Yeah, it's top,
which is
top
fantastic.
Notch. Yeah, it's top notch.
So there's there, and then I think Declan Rice is very strong for them on the pitch.
Oh yeah, he's the anchor pretty much.
Outside of that, who else is really? Eze is probably the only one I can think of. Outside of that, that's still being impactful. Odegaard, I think, dropped off the fucking waterfall Salah levels.
I agree. I actually think that the Arsenal team is better without Odegaard. I would take him out. Your starting midfielders should be Zubimendi, Rice, and who's that other guy that they got?
Eze.
Yeah.
So that's your attacking option.
That's your
three. Declan Rice, your box to box, and Zubimendi is your defense.
CDM, yeah.
CDM. He's your 6, right?
And then you'll have Martinelli or Trossard. Then you got Saka.
Preferably Trossard.
Trossard probably
wastes a lot of time on the ball.
Yeah, let's go Trossard, Saka, and Gyökeres, who I will get into after this.
Yeah, I don't see it. I don't see this Gyökeres. I don't see it.
I can't see it either.
I mean, I get the feedback from Stammer and Arsenal and Aiden. They make the runs and, he's disruptive for the
He takes away the other defenders. And I'm like, but he really doesn't.
No, I'm like, dude, one, you keep telling me, and the points we made, one on this podcast and two, at the start of the season to them, was that he's a bottom table bully.
He's a flat track bully.
But he's not doing that.
Yeah, he's not doing the Premier League.
He did it in
Portugal.
And he's not doing it in the league. So I'm like, well, where's his goals coming from? Because you saw when he played against us, Van Dijk just had him on the floor more than he had him bloody in the game.
I get their point of like I do and I don't, because he doesn't actually take away defenders. It's not like a Drogba who needed 2 players on him, or like a Van Persie or a Suarez, right? He's there. He makes runs. Okay, I get it. But you're not drawing a second defender towards him to give your other guys space. I just think that the way that Arsenal play, your wingers get the space. Yeah. That's their play, right? When you got Calafiori bombing up, Timber's always on the edge of the box. Yeah, always.
But look, again, this is Arteta being used to that low block Premier League style of football. He just goes, oh, my risk taking in the game against these teams that are going to do that is that my fullbacks just they sit up almost like a cam, right?
And we will get into that for the next round. We will get into that, but yeah, you're right. He does take. Look, it's good that he takes a couple risks because he's confident in his defense that they will defend if there is a counter attack or whatever. But yeah, look, in this game, we had a draw, but Villa, I think, were probably the worthy winner.
Look, and they played to the end of the game.
Yeah.
I think Arsenal, towards the end of it, were just accepting a draw.
To be fair, if I was Arsenal, I think a draw at Villa, you would take that.
Yeah, I think they would have too.
Look,
yeah.
you'd still be 3 points ahead, right? Didn't happen, so you're only 2 points ahead of City at the moment. But you would be 3 points ahead with a nice run of games coming up. You would take it, but yeah, 95th minute, Buendia goal. The next game I got is Newcastle-Burnley. Look, we both had Newcastle in that. This was, there was a red card in the Burnley game. And from what I remember, I'm pretty sure it was a straight red.
Yeah, I can't remember the red in this. I do remember Burnley got the penalty right at the end of the game.
Yes, they got a 94th minute penalty. Oh, I remember. Perez, he took someone out. I don't know if it was Voldemort or Gordon. He was last man.
Oh.
He took him out, yeah. So it was a straight red. So that was the Newcastle game. Then the next game we got after that was Everton-Forest. We both had Everton in that one, and Everton won 3-0 very convincingly.
Yeah, which is interesting, right? But again, this is like, it's almost like the battle of the old school. You got Mr. DJ. And Moisey, and Moisey's for the Boysies.
I think they're two favourite managers.
They are our two favourite managers. As much as I want to hate Moyes. But you know what it is? Is like I hated Moyes for so long because he was Everton, right? And he was Everton through and through. Then he went to Man U. I'm like, God, I hate you so much. And then Man U fucked him and he kind of hates Man U. So I'm like, you're all right. You're all right. You know, I can get over the Everton thing.
Oh, you're on my good books now.
Yeah.
But yeah, they get the 3-0 win. So again, Everton just doing what they got to do.
Yeah, I did strong performances from Everton. I fucking hate versing them now.
The next game I got was... next game is Tottenham-Brentford. You had Tottenham, I had a draw, and Tottenham won 2-0, which was very...
As they should,
but in my opinion...
off the run of form.
Yeah, exactly.
It was off the run of form. Brentford were in form, scoring. Tottenham... out of form, not scoring.
Drawing, losing lots of games. Yeah.
Shit goals that they have to score.
Yeah. So then the next game was Bournemouth-Chelsea. You picked the draw, which was 0-0 draw. You got that one right. I obviously picked Chelsea. Look, this game, nothing to write home about.
Mate, a 0-0 draw in this is not... Like, I assumed 3-3 draw.
Oh, you were thinking I scored?
Yeah, no, I was thinking it was just going to be a score fest, right? I think, like Bournemouth score first, you equalise, like a Garnacho, a Stavio goal type of situation. Bournemouth come back, Semenyo double or something. No.
Yeah, it was very, very
short
boring.
of chances too.
Yeah, they had one really good chance, which they blasted over the bar. I don't remember who it was, but he blasted over the bar. But other than that, there was not really anything home to write about. Like, they had 13 shots, 5 on target. We had 11 shots, 4 on target. One big chance between the two.
Yeah, boring.
Yeah, it was. I watched the highlights and nothing to really write home about. Next game was City-Sunderland. We both had City in that one. That one was pretty straightforward. Next game was Leeds-Liverpool. For some reason, I picked a draw and I got it.
Mate.
I don't know why. I just thought, you know what? Draw, fuck it.
It should not have been a draw. We should have won the game.
Oh, yeah.
But, mate, break it down. Kanate, yet again, has a fucking shocker.
Big brain farts.
Man, so Hugo Ekitike is coming into form. Gets 2 goals, 2 minutes apart.
Ekitike is really showing his worth.
And the funny thing is that I was so on the fence about Ekitike.
Well, I think it was because you were obviously getting Brits and Ishak, you're thinking these are going to be our 2 big signings.
Well, mate, it's one of those situations where it's like, fucking, we should have just bailed on Ishak, right?
Yeah.
And hindsight's 2020. Yep. And I'm sitting there going, nah, man, if we've got Ishak, all Salah has to do is assist this season. It'll be fucking fantastic. Little did we know with the other players that we've got in, he's not going to get that service that Newcastle's going to give him.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
But, yeah, Hugo, gets 2 nice goals. But we fuck ourselves again because, one, Kanate gives up one of the stupidest penalties
He just kept sliding.
ever seen. Well, the ball's, he's not doing anything. He's
Yeah.
on the byline.
Yeah.
I'm like, he's not taking a shot. He's not doing, just stand up.
Yeah.
Right? He has to then turn back. He's not going to try to take you on one-on-one when he's right on the byline. He might. He's not
might.
a fucking Brazilian that can just, he's not Ronaldinho. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, if he rips you there, you'd be like, all right, well done. You know what I mean? But Laura probably slides in, gives this guy a penalty for nothing, right? And then obviously all our heads drop because it's out of nowhere. Yeah. And 2 minutes later, right, so we score back-to-back 2-minute goals. We allow them to score back-to-back 2-minute goals.
And that Starch goal, I don't know if you remember, but there was a photo of Kanate and Van Dijk
just backing up,
both backing up, and you're going,
someone has to close.
Someone has to close. One of you has to press the guy with the ball, but it's just everyone just seems to be backing off, and in the you might be able to get away with that in Sunday League. In the Premier League, you are not allowing that to happen.
No, because you give him space to score, right? And it was even like when we were watching the game live and the boys in the chat are just going like, what a goal. I'm like, well, it's not really. Fundamentally, if you give, 80% of the league that shot, 80% of them are going to score, right? Like, that's their capability of doing it. These guys are professional players.
Yeah.
So you can't give them that much time on the ball. You can't.
Correct, yeah.
It's stupidity. And then obviously
Szoboszlai scores.
Szoboszlai gets, the 3, and you think, all right, cool, we should
3-2 with 10 minutes to go.
And then what happens, it gets towards the end of the game, and we invite the pressure upon us. And we've done this a few times now, where it's almost like he's trying to just hold the win. And I'm like, well, our track record's not fucking great at doing that. Let's just go for the 4th goal and just kill the game off.
Yeah, just keep playing football.
But it's almost like they ask him just to sit back, right? They'll bring on like an Endo, or they bring on Joe Gomez.
Look, I get that if they were a better quality of player, right? Like, let's say you had even like Milner from like when he's older, right? He's still better than an Endo, but he's going to put in the work to make sure that you guys get the points. I don't think that you have the players to kind of hold out teams.
We have attacking players.
Yeah, exactly.
That's the point. We have attacking players.
You just need to keep playing football.
Yeah, and if we leak 2 goals, we have to go back and get 2 more goals.
Yeah.
We cannot go there and be like, oh, we got the 1.
Yeah.
No, because it's not enough. It's just not, and which is we've seen multiple times now, right? We saw it against you guys. It's almost like we sat back and we just went, we're sweet with the draw.
You were happy with the draw, yeah.
And that's exactly how everyone felt. I'm watching it. I'm like, we're gonna fucking lose this game here because you're inviting the pressure on. You're almost like, we'll be sweet. And I'm like, but we're not going to be. And that's what happens. Ball comes in, right? One, we gave away a stupid corner. Didn't need to give away the corner.
Yep.
They whip it in. It goes to the back post.
Yeah, I think it's Tanaki,
something like that. It's completely unmarked. Bang.
Yeah, I think he scored like 2 or 3 games in a row as well.
Yeah.
And so 96-minute equalizer. And you know what? This is probably going to burn, but you were 2 ahead at that stage. Had you got that one, you would have been 3 ahead. But instead, you only go to 1 ahead in the tipping.
Oh, right, yeah.
Sorry, in tipping, yeah.
Yeah, it's right. We've got a long way to go in tipping. I'm not too worried about it at this stage.
The next game was Brighton-West Ham. Now, we both picked Brighton in that one, but it was a draw. Brighton actually equalised in like injury time.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what the fuck is West Ham doing now? Now, I'm glad they got Espirito Santos. He's come in, totally fixed West Ham. Not to the extent where they're going to be winning heaps of games.
No, but they're clawing points.
Yeah, exactly. Hey,
That's
getting a draw.
You need to do it this day. Like, if your club is in the shambles that they're in, right? Like, there's been no investment in the team. They don't really have a direction. Like what is West Ham's aim in the Premier League?
West Ham's aim is to find as many players that are on the fringe of other clubs, I feel.
Yeah.
They don't have our plan is to find younger players, build them up and build a super team.
From that, but I'm trying to say, like, okay, start of the season, what are you aiming to do in the season, right? Like, okay, if you go like Liverpool, obviously our aim, which is fucked now, was win the Premier League, win the Champions League, be competitive in the cups, right? Like that is kind of what you would aim to do in the season. All the players are kind of going towards that. For you guys, you're like, I want to be top four in the Premier League. Want to do a deep run in the Champions League. Want to potentially win one of the other trophies.
Yeah.
Right? Carabao Cup, FA Cup, fantastic. So where you're kind of setting the bar to.
Yeah.
Like Bournemouth would love to be top 6. Right?
Yeah.
Want to be top 6, do a deep run in one of the cups.
Yeah.
fantastic. Man City,
Crystal-
they've
even
got the
Crystal
same
Palace.
as us. Crystal Palace,
Build off last year's success.
build off last year's success. See if we can get to another final of one of the cups.
Maybe win Europe.
Yep, exactly right. What's West Ham's?
I feel like they're in the same boat as Wolves. They're just like, just please survive.
Yeah, that's
And Wolves is not happening.
And they play like that too.
They do play like that.
They play like they're just there to survive.
And I must say, they are so lucky that Bowen has a fucking West Ham crest tattooed on his heart.
Oh mate, if he left, they're fucked.
If he wasn't there, bro, forget about it. Forget
Well,
about
yeah,
it.
you're gonna rely on Paqueta. The guy's fucking betting on himself constantly.
He's giving away red
Yeah.
cards for like.
Not even trying to hide it. Just well, the bets are coming from Paqueta Island. Like what?
Next game was Fulham Palace. Now we both had Palace in this one, and they won 2-1 away. Again, Palace just doing what they need to do. Now I do feel like their wins are starting to get less
Dominant.
Yeah.
Well, I think
where they're so dominant defensively.
You can see Mateta seems a bit tired.
He's fucked already.
He's
You can
not.
see it.
He's not as sharp as he was. He's not on. He hasn't. He's not getting the toe on the ball like he was previously.
Yeah.
Munoz, I think, is very strong still.
out until January.
He is AFCON.
Yeah. No. Isn't it because of didn't he get injured?
Did he get injured?
he got
I thought he was out for AFCON.
No, I'm pretty sure he's French.
That would make sense with a name like Munoz.
Munoz, yeah.
No, he's South American, maybe. No, I think he's South American.
Where's the injury list? Munoz, yeah, knee injury.
Oh,
He is actually from Colombia. You're right, yeah.
South American.
Yeah. So, yeah, no, he's not in AFCON. He's actually out until mid-Jan.
Oh, damn. I just
big-
assumed that was AFCON because I saw the date.
Yeah, no. It's actually...
I assume everyone that's out till Jan now is just AFCON. It was the whitest guy.
So wait, you looked at Munoz and went, African.
Yeah. Well, profiling.
Big profiling guy.
Ben White, he's out. Ben White out to January.
AFCON.
It's crazy.
Definitely Senegalese. And then the last game was Man U Wolves, and somehow Man U still conceded to Wolves, but
Dude, I thought for a while, I'm like, dude, Man, you might fuck this.
yeah, there was a period there where it was looking like Wolves were going to come back, but look, Man, you got the 4-1 win, they needed it, and then, bro, I saw a video today on TalkSport where some guy was like, oh, Man, you are still in with a chance for the league, and they're like, you're 10 points off the top.
Yeah.
And he's like, yeah, but look how good we played against Wolves. They're like, Wolves? Wolves? Are you fucking kidding? How is it your justification for like...
Where do they find these
We
people
are
to
so
really-
competitive this year. Look at that Wolves game. Yeah, and everyone's done that.
Dude,
literally
Man U
every
fans-
team. There's 2 teams that haven't won against Wolves out of, what's this, 16? 15 at this stage. 15 teams. 13 had won and 2 had drawn. And you're like, look what we did to Wolves.
Yeah.
12 other teams fucking did it as well. What do you want about, bro?
Dude,
Spastic.
The Man U fans are equally as delusional as the Arsenal fans, right? Because Man U now take the success of their season by how poorly Liverpool do. I have noticed this because the only thing that blows up on my phone when Liverpool loses is Man U fans going to me like, "Oh, you fucking lost. Here's like 50 memes about you losing." I'm like, dude, you guys lost too.
Right.
I'm like, they lose and they send me memes about losing. I'm like, but you lost. You're not doing good. The Man U fan at my work at the start of the season goes, I bet you we finished top 4. I'm like, $50. Okay, I'll bet you $50 you're going to finish top. Then when they're losing and they're in like 10th, I'm like, you want double that? He's like, yes. And I'm like, okay.
All right.
I'll take your money, dude.
Let's see how it goes,
I'm
huh?
buying donuts for the office. I'm going to be the king.
Yeah, so Man U get the win, and now we're up to round 16.
We're finally up to the present
All
day.
right, now, how long will that take us?
53 minutes.
God damn it. All right, so this week, now, your boy has come back up top. I got 7 this week, you got 5.
Yeah, and you're ahead
It's a
by
very,
one.
head by 1 now, yeah. So let's start with, look, our games were the first 2 games, so we'll start with the Livo game. I picked a draw, and you picked Livo, and you guys won 2-0. So
Yeah,
good win.
good win for us. I think Brian's not been in
Outside
best form?
of the Champions League, probably the best win. Maybe the Arsenal game, probably second best win you've had in the Premier League.
yes, and because it came at a time where, to be honest, everyone's going, does Slot get the sack? Now there was obviously drama in the last 2 games leading up to this with the whole Salah saga.
Mm-hmm.
So Salah has left not the last game against Leeds.
Oh, Leeds, yeah,
Right,
he was
came
left on
out-
the bench, eh?
Well, yeah, he was left on the bench for the Leeds game and the Sunderland game, right?
Yes.
Full 90 minutes, never came on the pitch. He then comes out to the media and starts saying, he's being thrown under the bus. Doesn't name names, but essentially says, he's hard done by here, and it seems like they want to push him out of the club. And I'm like, yo. I go, dude, Andy Robertson comes from the same era, has won the same trophies as you. He's been on the bench more than you. He ain't saying shit. When he needs
Andy
to play,
Robertson
comes and plays.
isn't a Salah, though.
I understand that, but at the same time, I want a place to do it. The comparison of that is the same week they tried to ask Dominic Soboslai what's going on with the dressing room,
Mm-hmm.
He came out professionally, said everything happens in the dressing room stays in the dressing room.
As it should be.
Right? And that is exactly what it should be. Salah
Yeah.
came out, took his dirty laundry and hung it out. He got the result that he was looking for because, in this in the Brighton game, he ends up coming on off the bench. I think it was a good move that Slot didn't start him. I think it was a good move that he was on the bench. He did come on because Joe Gomez came off injured, which I'm fucking burning about because now we have no right backs, man.
Well, Bradley played before in the Inter game.
Yes.
Did he start or?
In the Inter game,
I'll tell ya.
he came on off the bench.
the bench.
No, he did start and then he went off injured.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
Oh, bro.
He did start, he went off injured.
Oh,
Because
no.
Soboslai had to tuck in at right back, I'm pretty sure.
He went off for Joe Gomez in the Inter game, but it
Yeah.
doesn't say he was injured.
So-
So we look at your game. So you started with Joe Gomez, and Bradley is suspended.
Yeah.
He was suspended for that game.
Well,
so he'll be back.
Hopefully he comes back.
He'll be-
I really
he'll-
want to see
he'll be-
Frimpong back because he's played like fucking 2 games for us.
Yeah, Frimpong at the moment they've got him down for late December, so probably a week or two, and he'll be back.
Hopefully. 'Cause,
Hopefully.
God, he's a good option on the right.
But look, Ekitike gets another double, so on
Dude,
fire.
he scored the fastest goal in the Premier League until later this round. 46
You
seconds.
mean for the season, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fastest for the season.
Yep.
Until I think the West Ham game.
Yes, it was a West game.
So-
yeah. The record was broken in 2 games.
Yes, and Joe Gomez assist on that one, which was
I guess.
he headed it first, man.
I guess you can count it as an assist.
Everyone's still. You do understand when if Joe Gomez scores a goal for Liverpool,
Get a tattoo.
it will be. I might.
Get a tattoo.
I actually
Get a
might.
tattoo of Joe. I want the date and a picture of Joe Gomez's face
Yeah.
on your other leg.
No, only one leg, man. But you know what? I probably will. If he does it before I go to Bali in March, I'll get Joe Gomez with the date of his goal.
JG and the date.
Yeah, because
No. JG and then in brackets G, so we know it's a goal.
JGG. GG. But yeah, Katika gets a double in this one. Again, played a fantastic game. I think Wirtz had a good game in this as well.
He's now up to 0015, I believe, in the Premier League.
00, it's 015, man.
It's 00. Every time's 00.
It can't be 00.
Well, it is.
Well, it's not.
Well, it is.
Dude, listen, man, you're just a hater, sipping on your haterade.
I'm
But listen, it came at a time where
Slot.
Slot needed the win because I think there was a lot of mounting pressure about him losing his job.
Yeah.
Which is unfair because, one, I don't think there's a backup that you can get immediately.
Do you think it's unfair? Take away that you don't. Let's say you had someone in line. Say Klopp was in line, right? Just say.
Yes.
Right.
If it's Klopp,
would it be unfair that he's under the microscope?
Slot? No, it's not. I think, look, here's the thing. Okay, yes, you won last year, right? With spending $0 means you get a bit of leeway on there. I think the issues is not, and I think I've said this before, I go, if he'd won every single home game and lost every away game, people would be less pissed off than what they are now because he's losing at Anfield.
Yeah.
That is the problem. The problem is not the position that he is in because he's 6th, right? We're 6th. We have a shot to make top 4. It's like, all right, we're not going to win the trophies, right? We're not going to win the Premier League. All right, can accept that. We're still in with a shout for Champions League. I'm not confident that we can win that. We're out of the Carabao Cup. We still have FA Cup.
Yep.
So, win the FA Cup. That's sweet. You know what I mean? But just win a piece of silverware, stay competitive, go top 4.
Yep.
That's all we can ask for at this stage. You keep him on the job.
Yep.
I think the problem is that it didn't look like he was looking to change. He was just sitting there, losing these games at Anfield, and almost just being like, well, here's an excuse for it. If you had a lineup and Xabi Alonso became available and you said, I want to get straight back into it. I don't want to take any time off. I'd be like, fucking get him out, bring in Xabi, man.
Yeah, it'd be an upgrade in my opinion.
Well, again, there's a lot of positives to it. Knows Wirtz, knows Frimpong. Coached them very successfully. They're probably the best form that they've ever played with him. He's a tactician manager, which everyone assumes Slot was, and I'm just not seeing it.
No, he's a tactician in his own little Dutch way. You know what I mean? Like that's the Dutch version of being a tactician.
It seems like he's tactically doing the wrong thing in most games.
Yeah,
and that's my issue with it. So I back Slot. I think whilst he's in there, I'm gonna do. It's also some of his selections with players. Like 1 minute, everyone's saying you're selecting Salah too much, and then all of a sudden he's complaining, and now he's back in the team. And I'm like, I don't know.
Now it doesn't matter because he's off the AFCON anyway.
Yes.
So
yes.
Next game was my team, so Chelsea-Everton. We won 2-0. Look, Gusto went from not scoring in his career to now scoring 2 in about a month. So fucking killing it at the moment.
Return of Cole Palmer.
He's back, so awesome. Gets a goal and didn't have to play the whole game. So still managing his minutes, which is fine. And look, we get the win. Everton had a couple good chances, but in reality, we deserve to win this game. Caicedo is now back from his suspension, so that's a big bonus for us.
Yeah.
But yeah, the big one here was, again, well, we kept the clean sheet, and this came down to, honestly, Wesley Fofana and Chalobah are our best centre-back pairing. I think we've kept 6 clean sheets out of 12.
I think every time Tosin has started in your back line, you've lost.
He can't start. Well, we didn't lose today, thank God, but we conceded, right, against Cardiff. But with Fofana and Chalobah there, and then if you've got Reece James or Gusto and then Cucurella with Sanchez, that's our best backline. Reece James obviously will be our best backline, right back, but I think you still put Gusto there. But yeah, with Chalobah and Fofana, that's our number 1 centre-back pairing. So all big games need to have them. All medium games, you need to have at least one of them in. Say we're playing West Ham, right? Mm-hmm. You can rest Fofana, start Chalobah, and then you can put Thaddeus Shield, you could put Haydo, you could put Akpong, like the younger guys, right? You can put them in, right? But you can never have Tosin and Thaddeus Shield starting together. And that's what happened in the Leeds game.
Yeah, 2 tacticians.
Yeah, just 2 dumbasses, man. But look, we got the win, puts us up to 4th now, I think. So happy with that. Next game was the Fulham game, Burnley-Fulham. You picked the draw, I picked the Fulham win. 3-2 Fulham. Harry Wilson had a fucking day out.
Mate, Harry Wilson is their best, most informed.
But now they're scoring more. So you can see they're starting to tick. Mm-hmm. And Harry Wilson is the fucking centerpiece for that team.
Yeah, he's a Scouser, mate.
Yeah, Livo player,
yeah,
right?
He was a Liverpool youth player.
Yeah. Next game was Arsenal-Wolves. Fuck me dead. This was a fucking boring game.
Mate, I thought Arsenal were gonna lose the game. Not lose. They were gonna drop points. So they were gonna drop points.
So in the first half, there was 1 shot on target. That was from a Wolves counterattack. Arsenal had no shots on target till like the 50th minute, which is when I think they scored, actually.
No, they scored the 70th minute.
Yeah, sorry. No, sorry, they didn't even score. It was a fucking own goal. Yeah. Actually, thinking about it,
corner.
Two own goals.
Yeah.
That's how they won the game. Two own goals.
It was fun. Look, to be fair, that last own goal, I had to watch it back because I went, I don't know, he headed it, right? I thought he headed it into Mosquera. He just missed it.
Gabriel Jesus just like kind of ran off. So like if you score a win in the 96th minute, you're bursting down the touchline.
100%.
He was just like, okay.
Like, win in the net.
We got the 3 points. I'm going, like, I understand, like, okay, Arsenal's top of the league right now, but with performances like that, come on, bro. Well, you cannot be confident as an Arsenal fan that you are going to take the title with a performance like that. You beat the team who's won 0 games, who've had 2 points, and you needed 2 own goals to win.
Well, and one of them, again, straight off a direct corner, right? Like,
yes, it came off
in, hits the post, hits the keeper, goes in.
Yeah.
Bit of luck. You need luck to win games.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I mean, like, you created 5 shots on target, right, from the whole game. This is against a team that hasn't registered a win in the Premier League. Okay,
correct.
So you should be able to kind of trump them and at least put on a better performance than what I think they did, and then to allow a goal from Wolves to make it look like, fuck, these guys might draw to Wolves. If they drop
that was
points,
a 90th minute goal.
They drop
as well.
points to Wolves, Man City would be equal points to them now.
I was actually thinking, like, look, if Arsenal's going to win to nil, right? I'm thinking, all right, because I had David Raya and I had Timber in my team. So I'm like, oh, easy 12 points there, right? Plus Rice, another one, that would have been like another, say, 4 points. So I'm like, all right, there's 16 points there. Then they concede, and I'm like, oh, okay, well, look, if they're going to drop points to Wolves, big talking points here, at least they get a draw. We can catch up to them, makes the league more, like, Chelsea have a better chance, Liverpool have a better chance, City have a better chance of winning. But for them to win 2-1 from an own goal was just such a fucking, such a headache, because they win. I get fuck all points for my fantasy team, and then I got to listen to how Arsenal's still top of the table after a dog shit performance.
I've noticed that they're a lot quieter than what they were a couple of weeks ago.
Well, the reason why they're quieter is because Man City is creeping up on them. Man City's only 2 points behind them at the moment. 2
points behind them. They've followed it with a good win this week, which I'm real happy for. Brought Phil Foden into my team this week. He gets a goal. Haaland gets a double.
Foden's the biggest, like, he's on a hot streak right now.
Yeah.
Man in form.
You've got to ride his waves. Ride his waves. He's worth it.
Yeah.
But I think the interesting thing to say, when I jump quickly to City, is that Arsenal's next 6 games are not easy for them. There's 6 games in which in all 6 of the games last season, dropped points.
So they got Everton away, Brighton at home, who are always tough.
So I think they had a draw against Everton and Brighton last season.
Yep. Then they play Villa at home, which we just saw was a tough game.
Tough game they lost.
Bournemouth away, again, not easy.
No, I think they dropped points against them last season too.
You guys at the Emirates.
Which they're coming for revenge, right?
They are.
They're coming for revenge. I don't see them playing the same way.
Yep.
They're in better form than us. But again, I think we've turned up in the bigger games this year. It's the little games where we're fucking up. Real Madrid, we turned up.
Except against us, we got you guys.
Yeah, we gave you that, bro.
Get out of here, bro. Then they got Forest away, which I think they drew as well last year. And then the last game, look, they won last year, but they got Man U at home. Now, Man U could come out like they played against you guys, or they could,
Man U.
or they might come out like they played against Bournemouth, which we will get into later. The next game I've got is West Ham Villa. Now, we both picked Villa in this one. I was not expecting this sort of scoreline. Again, West Ham fucking scoring goals.
Yeah,
it's and I think you mentioned this earlier that Ekitike's record was broken in this game.
Yeah,
I think it went from 45 seconds to like 29 seconds or something.
Yeah, it was.
Fernandez. Did you see how they scored as well? Pinched the ball. I don't know why. Again, teams playing out from the back.
When they've got no business,
you're stuck in the corner. Just belt it. Yeah. Even if it goes out for a throw in, just belt it. But what does he do? He tries to play with it, gets the ball pinched. Fernandez has a shot and it goes in. You're going, well, that's what you get for playing around with it.
Well, can I say the fucking worst thing about this game, right? When I was doing, because we got the 5 subs in our fantasy for AFCON.
Yep.
So I made my 4 of my subs, right?
You used 4, did ya?
Yeah, and I tossed up. I go, mate, fucking. Do I put Morgan Rogers or Dominic Szoboszlai? But Aston Villa have Arsenal coming up and a few harder games. So I'm like.
They do. They got like Chelsea. We play them.
They've got 3 hard games in a row. So Chelsea, Arsenal, and
Newcastle.
Newcastle.
Yeah, maybe
one of those.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, I'll put in Dominic Szoboszlai instead of Morgan Rogers. He gets a fucking double.
He gets a double, yeah. The next game, the Newcastle. Well, this is a derby. I don't know what the derby's called, but Sunderland Newcastle. Always a feisty game. Was a pretty
Tyneside.
Tyneside derby? Yeah, I think it's the Tyneside derby. Yeah, that's it. Now, we're both wrong. I picked the draw, you picked Newcastle, and Sunderland ended up winning with a 1-0 win.
Yeah, but hang on. The goal for Sunderland, the Walter made own goal. Mate, if he was doing that at the opposite end, what a goal.
It was a great header.
Fucking fantastic.
Wrong fucking net.
Bloke can't miss, miss the net, bro.
Of course, he's in my fucking team. I look at him, he's got 0 points. I'm like, maybe he didn't play. No, he just got an own goal.
To be fair, this was the good decision I made. I'm like, I'll put in Walter made. And then I thought about it. I'm like, I'd rather invest more heavily into, I think it was another midfielder. I wanted to put in Foden. So I wanted to put in Foden. He was a bit more money. So I'm like, all right, I'll put in Calvert-Lewin instead of Walter made. That worked out for me. The Foden,
that worked out well.
That decision made. The only one I didn't make well was the damn Rodgers over fucking Szoboszlai.
The next game was Nottingham Forest and Tottenham. Okay, so I picked Forest. You picked a draw.
A fucking great pick with Forest.
Forest absolutely killed them.
Destroyed.
And I'm not even talking like, okay, it's 3-0, right? But it wasn't a lucky 3-0. This was a dominant 3-0.
Yeah, I don't think Tottenham had any notable chances.
No, there was not one. When I was watching the highlights, it was all Forest.
Yeah.
And the best part was the expressions video of him watching the game live, bro. He's losing it.
Well, fairly enough. Fairly enough. Fair enough, right? Like, I mean, look, it's the same as me watching some Liverpool games this season.
Yeah.
Because you look at the team that you have, you look at the players that you have, and you build an idea of how you can win a game.
Yeah.
And they just don't play that way, right? Like you go and look at teams like, all right, there's a lot of new faces in that Tottenham team, a lot of players coming back from long-term injuries, stuff like that. You would appreciate if they'd lost a game because the legs weren't there, and they lose it to death, right? You go, okay, all right, I'll accept that, but it's not. They're just getting dominated,
bro. Well, the first goal was out of control. Vicario trying to play it straight, and then I think it was Archie Gray loses the ball. Like, bro, why are you passing it to him right on the edge of the box?
And then everyone tries to blame Archie Gray. I'm like, dude, he's taking the ball on from what you're offering him, right?
Yeah.
So like you can see the pitch better than Archie Gray can.
Yeah, he can't see who's behind him.
You're the senior player. Archie Gray's fucking 19.
He's 19. Yeah.
You know what I mean? So instead of playing a very hard ball to a 19-year-old out the back, play it long.
Yeah, just play it long.
Allow him to face the ball.
Why are you passing it? Bro, just get rid of the cunt. But they all want to play up from the back, and then this is what happens. And then Hudson-Odoi's second goal was actually really nice. Yeah. I don't know if he was trying to cross it, but it went top bins anyway.
Yeah, I think he was trying to cross it, but you ask him, he's going to be like, I meant it.
Yeah. And then Sangare gets a fucking cracker goal as well.
He hammered it.
Hammered the fuck out of it. And I think, in my opinion, that was goal of the round.
I agree. Yeah. It was either that or the Hudson-Odoi.
See, I think it was Hudson-Odoi, but because you don't know if it was real or not, if he phonied it in, but look, I'm going to give it to Sangare because he definitely hit that one.
He meant it. He was trying to hit a fan behind the goal. He's like, that guy was racially abusing me.
The next game was Brentford-Leeds. Now, I had a draw. You had Brentford. It came up 1-1.
Yeah.
Calvert-Lewin gets 4 in a row.
Yeah. To be fair, with this game, I just thought Brentford would be scoring a lot more.
So did I. I thought it was actually going to be like a 2-all.
I thought a lot of games.
You were saying the Chelsea game against Bournemouth was going to be like 2-2-all, 3-all. That's what I thought about this game. Right? But 1-all is what it is. But I got the draw, so I was happy about that. And then the last game. Fuck me dead. Do we want to get into this or what?
Man U Bournemouth. This game was insane.
This was great because it was on yesterday at 7 o'clock in the morning. So we all got to stay up and watch it. And it went, so four goals each. 4 different scorers each. And you're just going, okay, this is crazy. So it started off with Ahmad. He scores first.
Yeah, right? Which again was a pretty basic goal.
Came off. It was a header that came off.
It was a header. There was an argument he could have been offside.
Yeah, I think they were saying that Cunha was offside, but he didn't actually touch the ball or something like that.
He went under his head or something. And I'm like,
Right, then Semenyo gets his first goal in a fucking lifetime.
7 games?
Right, so long. Then Casemiro scores just before halftime, like literally just.
He's been doing that quite a lot this season,
scoring.
Yeah, well, scoring in those moments where it's like right before halftime, near the end of the game. Right, he's just pulling out the.
He's
goals
always a threat on corners as well. Then just after halftime, I think it was about 25 seconds into the second half, Evan Nielsen
gets a goal, which has been pretty rare for him this season.
Yeah, tell me about it. Then Tavernier scores a really nice free kick.
I thought they're going to pinch the win here.
At this stage?
Yeah, a guy from our work comes walking in. He's a Man U fan. I said, you watching this game?
The one you put the bet on with?
Yeah. Okay, you watching this game? He looks at it, goes, oh, fuck, we're losing. I'm like, you're going to suck, bro.
And then Bruno Fernandes follows up Tavernier's free kick with his own free kick.
Both beautiful free kicks.
Classy free kicks.
Fucking classy.
Yep. Then 2 minutes later, Cunha scores off it was a bundle at the back. But
he's only scored like 2 goals for him this season, hasn't he? Can't have
in the Premier League?
Yeah,
I'll
Premier League, he hasn't got many.
I'll have a look. But so it's 4-3 at this stage. And then 85th minute, Krupi scores, which was a nice little cut through the middle of it. Just tore apart the defence and puts it away to 4-4. But that actually wasn't the end of the game. Bournemouth had a couple really good chances to win it.
I think that they deserve to win the game. Like, Man U were the dominant team that first half, but coming into the end of the first half, second half, bro, Bournemouth started dominating them and, like, having a lot of space on the pitch.
I think that, look, in my opinion, it's hard to determine who deserves to win a game on a 4-4 game. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah, I mean, no one deserves to win a game because you're letting in that many fucking goals.
Yeah, you're leaking 4 goals. Like, how do you say, I deserve to win that game? Like, bro, you don't deserve to win. Conceded 4 goals, bro. But look, for Man U, Cunha has scored, you're right, 2 goals, 1 assist in 14 games. Not great.
No, that's what I mean. And he's like their talisman buy. Like, thought he was going to do a lot better. I know there was a bit of injuries and stuff like that. And Mbembo's been the better of the buys between the two of them.
And now
they don't really link up well.
They were starting to link up well in this game. They were starting to. I think Cunha was out for a little bit. Obviously, they both came in together from 2 different teams. Takes a while to gel. And I think when they were starting to get together, Cunha got injured. He's come back, I think it was maybe a few weeks ago he's back. And I think you could start to see they were starting to figure out each other's runs. But now Mbembo's gone off to AFCON. So that just fucks up everything
that might help out Cunha, to be fair. May give him a bit more roaming. Like
It'll be interesting to see
Mason Mount's on a lot more now.
Mason Mount gets a lot of game time now.
He does.
And you know what, to be fair, when you pay 60 mil, you should be playing a lot of game time.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, like
$60 million, man. Give me $60 million.
Yeah, bro, I'll play every fucking game, bro.
Yeah, man,
until my legs
I'll
give
warm
up.
the shit out of that bench, bro. It's like, damn, look at him warm that bench.
But look, do we want to just go? If we want to just go to the Premier League, we'll just go to the ladder.
Let's have a gaze.
Look, we're nearly halfway through the season. We got 3 more games till the halfway point, and we've got Arsenal up top 36, City creeping up behind them on 34.
They've actually got a better goal difference than Arsenal at the moment, right?
Well,
Arsenal's only,
Arsenal have only won one really big game, which was the Leeds game where they won 5-1, right?
Yeah.
Man City seem to be doing a 3-0, 3-1 consistently.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that would make sense. Villa are the form team at the moment.
Yeah, and
we got to play them soon. I'm not looking forward to that game.
From such a terrible run of form.
Bro, didn't they not score a goal in the first 5 games?
Yes. Correct.
And now look, they can't not win.
Yeah, well, Morgan Rogers has hit stride. I think he's their best player at the moment.
Oh yeah.
Ollie Watkins is finally scoring.
That's a massive thing for them.
Of course it is.
Getting Ollie Watkins to start scoring is what you need, because look, he's not going to score every game, but if he can score once every 2 games, and then you get like a Marlon to chip in, or a McGinn, or a Buendia.
Well, that's the aim of it, right? You have your main talisman scoring goals, right? Who gets either a goal or an assist every game.
Yep.
And then you have everyone else around him giving the additional assist, the additional goal, whatever else.
A goal or an assist, say once every 3 games.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well, then obviously, look, the top 4 now is interesting, right? You got Arsenal, Man City, Villa, you guys.
Look,
in that top 4.
I'm happy that we're on 28, even though we had this little patch here of like draw, loss, draw, where we drew with Arsenal, lost the Leeds, drew with Bournemouth. We got 2 points out of 9. Not great, but we can kind of get back. And we got a bit of a tough run coming up. If we can get a majority wins, we'll be hanging around. So that's what I'm hoping for.
Oh, 100%. I think, look, for us, look, 6 losses really takes you out of the ability to win it, which is interesting, right? Because look, we've got 8 wins, so we've got more wins than Palace and Man U, who are above us. So we've got the same amount of wins as you, but we're looking at it like it's a disaster season, right? It's the problem is where normally we were hanging in for the draws, or copping goals for a draw. We're now copping them for a loss.
Yeah, that's right.
Which is not great, because it shows our defense is not quite there. We've conceded fucking how many goals have we conceded? 24 goals. 24 goals. Right, which we didn't.
Which I mean,
season.
You look at us, like we've got the second best defense. We've got 15, right? To be 24, you're like your 9 goals conceded is a lot.
It's a lot to. It's
look at Sunderland, bro. Sunderland, 17 goals conceded. That's fucking good,
dude. Their keeper's on fire. Their backline's on fire. Yeah. Their backline's on fire.
Yeah.
They've got a good structure to their team, and they've got a good approach to the game. I'm just direct football.
Really interested to see how they're
if they hold up.
Well, how they're going to hold during AFCON. Mm-hmm. But yeah, so you got Palace at 5th, Man U at 6th, Liverpool at 7th, Sunderland at 8th, all on 26 points. It's not going to be like this season, in my opinion. I even think you guys are still in with a shot. It's a slight shot, obviously, because you need the
for the top 4. Yeah, look, 100%. I think we can still make top 4.
I think you could even be competitive to the top 2.
Yeah,
you'd be competitive.
We'd have to go on a big run.
Yeah, you need a big run.
We'd have to go on a huge run. But look, I think just for us, we've got to make that top 4.
That's it.
Secure.
Well, top 5. Oh, 5 or 4? What's 5? 5
You'd rather be 4. Guarantees you.
Why is 5 Europa League? I thought we always had top 5.
No, you get the playoff, don't you, at 5?
Maybe.
You get the playoff at 5.
Yeah. Oh, maybe it is playoff. Yeah, okay. Yeah, but still, you want top 5 minimum.
Yeah, 100%. That's what you want to get.
Yeah.
But I think why don't we jump into the big movements that we've had and some threats thrown out, some challenges maybe. Threats might be the right word.
Threats, Jesus.
Yeah, you're fucking dead, man. So look, dude, Mr. Stammer, Papa Stammer, World 11, he was kind of 100 points thereabouts ahead of a few of the other players like a Cash, who are now climbing the ranks. Stammer may lose his top spot this week.
Look, there is a lot of games to play, right?
Oh, of course. We haven't even got the chip reloads yet.
No, but just so everybody knows, last week we got the 5 free trades because of AFCON. I think I only used 2 of them, so I've got 4 this week, which I'm going to probably use up all of them. And then, I think after round 19, so as of round 20, reset of chips. So still a lot of football to play. Still a lot of ways to go.
Bench boost to use.
You still got a bench boost up.
Yeah.
I've still got a free hit to use, actually. I better use that. I might use that this week if I can.
Yeah, and hold you.
It's this week. Yeah, hold my trades for
next week.
Yeah,
makes sense.
I'll have a look at the teams, but that's I still got a free hit to use. So I'll try to figure out when I'm going to use that.
Well, I mean, we could, probably have a new leader coming into this week, depending how it goes.
But I got no faith in Papa Stammer.
Well, no, you know what it is? He's too overconfident, man.
Typical Arsenal fan.
Yeah, he's just coming in. He's 100 points ahead. Wasn't worried. Cash is sending me, text messages saying, "Who's your friend that's overconfident?" I'm like, the guy coming first. So, and he said, "Tell him not to piss his pants."
Verbatim.
Yeah, that is verbatim. Yes, I have a screenshot. I'm happy to share it with the world. Because look, Cash is coming. Obviously, Duckman Ewan, the mystery man that we don't know.
Duckman, can you please hit us up so we can figure out who the fuck you are?
Yeah. We need to know.
Yeah, I need to know, man.
I've had a terrible fucking 3 weeks.
Look,
shocking.
You want to talk about terrible? I have not picked a captain in 4 weeks.
Yeah, but just
every time
your advice was just stick with Haaland.
I know. So first I went against Haaland. No, first I stuck with him and he did jack shit my triple captain. I was so butthurt about that I changed it to Embo. What does Haaland do the next game? Scores a double. All right, cool, whatever. I go back to Haaland against who'd they play? They smash Sunderland. What does he do? Nothing. Foden scores a double. Oh, great. So I'm like, fuck this. I'm so butthurt again. I'm going to Thiago. What does Haaland do? Scores a double again. I'm like, bro, I just can't pick it. It is really, really frustrating. And I'm staying away from City this week again. I think I'm going to go with a different captain.
Well, let's see who's got some easy runs coming up.
Well, do you want to put up this week? See what this week's games look like? And I'll bring up the fixtures.
So this week, big game for you guys.
Actually, no. What am I talking about? Of course, I'm captaining Haaland. He's playing West Ham at home.
Well, again,
if anyone's a triple captain, now might be the time. Just saying.
Yeah, don't do what I did, and triple captain Haaland when he got 0 goals.
Yeah, that was me. That was me as well.
Fuck it, man.
So look, out of the games that are coming up.
Fulham's got a good run.
That's why I had Harry Wilson in last week, and he killed it for me last week.
I'm thinking that I put him in this week. I know what's going to happen though. I'll put him in, and he will do nothing.
Yeah, don't do it then. I need points, man.
I'm going to do it.
So look, out of the teams that have easy runs, there's no saying it's an easy run, but look at Bournemouth. They got Burnley at home, Brentford away. Yeah, then they got Chelsea, Arsenal, Tottenham. So that's not good. Brentford have Wolves, Bournemouth, Tottenham, Everton, Sunderland, Chelsea, Forest. So Brentford's in for a shout. You can look at Brighton. So look, they got Sunderland at home, but then they got Arsenal away. Don't worry about that game because then they got West Ham and then Burnley. That's not a bad little run. So, I mean, if you want to go for some Brighton players, but I don't think there's one player in Brighton that you could actually pick because I think they all kind of share the workload. Maybe Danny Welbeck.
Danny Welbeck, from a goal perspective, yes, but no one really else. So it used to be Matoma.
But he's been injured.
Well, he only just came back.
Yeah.
And he looked threatening when he came back and got a goal against us.
You could go Minter, but he's very hot and cold, like in terms of goals and assists.
Yeah, he goes 3 games, nothing, and then gets 2 goals.
Now, you did mention Forest, Fulham, but they've got Forest, then West Ham, Palace away. This is where it gets dog shit. Palace away, Liverpool at home, Chelsea at home. Not a good little run there.
It's the same for Aston Villa, right? Like, you want to put in the Morgan Rogers. I've just got Matty Cash in my team.
I think that was a reason why. This is the reason why I stayed away from Morgan Rogers. I probably shouldn't have, but
So they've got Man U,
Yep.
Chelsea,
Yep.
Arsenal, then Forest.
Yep.
Now, after that,
Then Palace
Forest,
away.
Palace, Everton.
no, Palace away is still hard.
It depends, right? Because, like, again, if they're coming at the last peak of their huge kind of Christmas, New Year's period where they've played all these games, they can drop points there, right?
yeah.
I think Villa's got a bit more depth and can get through it a lot better, and they're probably hitting their stride of form while Palace is coming out of their stride of form. So it depends.
Look, there's another team which I reckon has a good run. It doesn't look like it on paper, but I think they do have a good run. You got Newcastle. Right? So
Yeah.
they got Chelsea at home, right? Which they can definitely do. They beat us last year at home. Man U away. Man U leak goals. They're
Yeah.
leaking, right?
I think it depends on the position you're going to choose here, right? Like,
I'm thinking I got Voltemade in my team,
Voltemade,
right?
yeah.
Problem is like, because I want to put Ekitike in, right? But who do I take out? I got Thiago, I got Voltemade, and I got Haaland.
Thiago.
You take Thiago out, even though they've got. So I look at their run, right? They got Wolves away, Bournemouth at home, Tottenham at home, Everton away, Sunderland at home.
Well, is Thiago going to consistently score in every one of these games moving forward, like he has done already?
If you got this recent history, then you would probably think he would score at least 3
But I mean,
goals out of that
our
run.
run isn't even that great to want to put in. And the problem,
Look, I do like
the
your
problem
run
with
though.
putting in Ekitike, right? So obviously we're Tottenham away, Wolves at home, Leeds at home,
Yep.
right? The home bit scares me. That's the worst bit.
Wolves at home and Leeds at home.
Bro, we do not play well at Anfield. We just don't. We don't play well there. We have not played a nice game of football at Anfield.
Except for the Real Madrid game, pretty much.
Yeah.
I mean, the Brighton game you did, the last one. Maybe you're starting to come into form. And then maybe, look, other than that, maybe, I was about to say West Ham, but like, look, they've got Man City away this week. Forget about that. They got Fulham, they got Brighton, they got Wolves, they got Forest, they got Tottenham, then Sunderland, Chelsea, Burnley. Not a bad run, but it's West Ham.
Yeah, well, yeah, exactly right. And you don't know how they're going to play.
And the only player you're realistically putting in is Bowen. And I've fallen for that already.
No, Matty Cash.
Matty Cash is
Villa. Oh, he's Villa. They're both maroon, man. Leave me alone. I'm hard interns.
So look, I think, to be honest with you, this is a really tough period as to who do you want to put in your team. I think before it was a little bit easier. You pretty much had, Haaland and Kudus and probably Neto and
Well, Neto's still fine.
And then you had Arsenal defenders. But I mean, if we look at Arsenal in over the recent few games,
since Gabriel's been injured,
exactly.
right?
So they're recent games, right? So just talking about in the Premier League, they conceded against Wolves, they conceded against Villa, they didn't concede against Brentford, but they conceded against Chelsea, they conceded against Tottenham, they conceded against Sunderland. So that's since Gabriel's been injured.
Yeah.
So now I'm thinking, do you want Arsenal defenders / goalkeeper?
No. I looked at going, well, do I want to put Raya in? I'm like, no. One, I think that they leak goals in these next 6 games, right? I think they either just concede, or it's going to be very low scoring. I don't think that they score a lot. I think okay, let's think about the players you want from Arsenal. Okay, I think Jurrien Timber's an option only because he's.
I've said from the start, Timber's the best defender to have in fantasy.
Yeah. Then I think you want Declan Rice.
Declan Rice
does a lot of defensive contributions as well as he gets those.
He's the dead ball specialist as well.
So he's going to take the free kicks.
Yep.
Saka's
starting to come more into it. He's getting more involved in the goals and assists, whereas before he was just kind of there, not really.
Well,
helping.
one, if you want to add to your bench, Trossard.
See, I do like that. It's just whether Arteta starts him.
That's why I save using for your bench. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You have him on your bench. If you do a bench boost, you bring in Trossard and go, come on.
You just hope, right?
Yeah.
Because he's going to be cheap. He's going to be like 5.5 mil, maybe 6.
Correct. Well, I mean, Gyökeres you avoid like the plague. I just don't one. You don't.
Sorry, go. I'll finish when you're done.
One, don't know if he's going to start because now Gabriel's back. Gabriel Jesus.
Yeah.
So
I was going to say Gabriel.
Yeah.
Striker.
Yeah. Might be a better option. I think he has more goals. So you got Gabriel Jesus back. Does he play over him? One, he's quite expensive. He's not cheap.
No, I think it was like 9.
Yeah. I mean, Calvert-Lewin is cheaper.
Calvert-Lewin is cheaper. Yeah.
So yeah,
Voltemade's about the same.
Yeah.
And he's scoring.
Yeah. exactly right.
I mean, this week was in the wrong goal, but he's scoring.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, look, I think Arsenal at the moment for his next 6 games, I think it's gonna be tough to pick a player in that one. I think that's also why Stammer's downfall is coming so rapidly. I
Possibly.
think his success is directly attached to Arsenal's success. I'm confident of this.
He's ride or die all the way. I guess before we finish, I think we should give a quick little shout out to whoever topped the rounds this week. So
Yeah, it's
your man Akash,
Akash,
our number 1 follower,
81 points.
killed it.
Number 1 meme sender on Instagram. You think the guy has a life? Apparently does not. Just loves pissing me off with memes every week. I don't respond to them anymore. I just look at them and I go, oh, what a funny guy. You know, so if you, I hope this is... Yeah, comic genius.
And then our second, who made a big call this week and said, if I top James, how embarrassing for James.
Yeah, I know. He's 2 points ahead of me now.
Mr. Brula is 2 points ahead of you. You know what I mean?
Fuck you, man.
Mr. Brula has never watched the game of EPL football. He knows nothing about any of the players except
No, he does if he bets on it.
Oh, betting's different. The funniest is when he's like, T, do you reckon Haaland's going to score this game? I'm just dropping money on it. I'm like, yeah, dude, do it. But I don't want any bar of whatever you're going to say. If it happens, it happens. If not, I want no part of it. Luckily, he scored. Dad's got his money. So thank God for that. But yeah, look, now he got 80 this week. Huge points. So good for him. And now I think his goal is to just beat you.
Yeah. Well, I mean, look, at the moment, it's a good goal to have. I did remind him that it is a long way to go.
There is a long way to go. Very long way to go. We do still have...
Well, like we've seen, right?
19. We've still got 22 rounds
was 100 points ahead within a 5-week period. That was cut down to...
Are you talking about to Akash?
To Akash, yeah. It's cut down to 19 points.
29.
Is it?
You can't count for shit.
Yeah.
You also can't read for shit.
Dude, I'm hard.
You also can't talk for shit. Dude, you are shit. You are just shit.
See, this is what I deal with, man. You try and have a nice podcast with somebody, and all they do is come on and abuse you in my own home.
Yes.
Yeah, the roof my young daughter lives under. You're coming here to disrespect me?
Not your home yet.
Yeah.
Not yet.
It's my home.
All right, but yeah, this week we've got Carabao Cup happening. New round.
Yes.
And we're getting up to the silly season, so we may have a few quick eps coming up.
Yeah, exactly right.
We're going to be going some back-to-backs, I think.
But no, look, until next week, we'll see what happens.
Go Chelsea.
Fuck Chelsea. Peace out.
Douchebag.